Social Security numbers compromised. What to do? Hi, everyone. Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. A question I got literally just the other day. Right now, what worries me most is the info on the news about all accounts being hacked in the USA. I do keep an eye on my bank accounts and emails, and will be putting a stop on the credit bureau on my accounts. Is there anything else I can do? Honestly, this one feels messy. Let's look at what happened and what little, honestly, we can do about it. Here's a quote from Bleeping Computer. Background check service National Public Data confirms that hackers breached its systems after a threat actor leaked a stolen database with millions of Social Security numbers and other sensitive personal information. Now, to be clear, the Social Security numbers are bad enough, but it gets worse. Continuing the quote, the breached data may include names, email addresses, phone numbers, Social Security numbers, and postal addresses. It feels messy to me just because there's so much information involved, so many records and so much different kinds of information. The good news, if you want to call it this, is that there are a bunch of folks who have actually looked at some of this data, and they're actually questioning whether it's accurate. But that's not enough for us not to be concerned about it. So as someone who has had background checks performed, I suspect that, yeah, some of my data is in there. Great. Here's what I'm doing and what I recommend you do as well. First, watch your money. I recommend you make sure to monitor your credit score. Ideally, set up notification for any of the major changes and new accounts being created in your name. Credit bureaus, Credit Karma, or even your credit card provider can all provide this kind of information. Speaking of credit cards, watch those transactions. Either sign up for notifications on every transaction, as I do, or sign into the credit card provider at least once a week to ensure that you recognize all of the charges. Your bank accounts, kind of sort of the same thing. Make sure there's nothing unauthorized going on, and especially that no new accounts have been created in your name. Personally, I find it super helpful to have a small local bank where they actually know me when I walk in the door. The issue, as you can probably guess, is identity theft. The information that's been gleaned from the breach, or any breach for that matter, can often be used by thieves to create fake accounts in your name. They then make large purchases or withdraw large amounts of cash, leaving you holding the bag. It's not always possible to undo the damage, and even when it is, it can be a lengthy and painful and stressful process. An additional step to consider, of course, is to lock your credit at all the major credit reporting agencies. This can be a complicated process both to set up or, as I found out recently, when it comes time for a legitimate credit check to be performed. I have mine locked, and yeah, I had to jump through a few hoops when I wanted to open a new credit card account. Watch your email. The more information hackers have about you, the more easily they can fool you. After every breach like this, they have more and more information. Now, apparently, including your Social Security numbers. The result? Be very, very careful when dealing with your financial and other online accounts. Always make sure you're going to the right website. That implies you need to know what the right URLs are. For example, if you have a Chase account, then it's chase.com, not chaseonlinebanking.com, which literally looks like it might be a hacked site right now. Don't trust it. Use your own bookmarks or type in the correct URL yourself. Be super careful with email notifications. Phishers will do exactly what I just described, using a close enough looking domain or URL to trick you into clicking. When you do, you'll land on a site that looks almost exactly like the page you expect, except it's not. The breach factors in because those phishing emails can now be tailored directly to you. They can use the information to make their emails look frighteningly realistic. So, an example of how this information can be used. Consider an email message to leo@askleo.com from my bank. Hello, Mr. Notenboom. In light of recent breaches and other suspicious activity, we're re-verifying the information we have on you. Please review the following. Full name, Leo Notenboom. Address, my actual address. Phone, my actual phone number. And SSN, my actual social security number. Please click on one of the following links. The information is correct. The information is incorrect. Thank you for your prompt reply, some official sounding name, and then of course the name of your bank. If you assume that this message comes complete with your bank's logo and presentation style, it looks like it could really be from your bank. Look at how much they know about you. Except it's not from your bank at all, no matter how good it looks. Instead, a hacker has collected a bunch of accurate information about you, created a fake email that looks like it came from your bank, included a bunch of accurate personal information about you to make it look as legitimate as possible, and then asked you to click a link in that email. No matter which link you click in my example, you'd be taken to the hacker site where they might try to get you to sign into your bank with a web page that looks just like your bank, thus giving the hacker your online banking credentials. Or, as I mentioned above, all that accurate information about you might be used to open a completely new bank account or credit card in your name. So, everything sounds pretty scary, hopeless even. It's not. All it really requires is that you pay attention. Pay attention to your finances to make sure nothing funny is going on. Pay attention to the messages you get and always be skeptical about what they are, even if they seem to know a lot about you. I get it. It's really unfortunate that we're in this position, but it's not something that's going to change anytime soon, be it this breach or the next one or the one after that. Your vigilance and the security steps you put into place are required now more than ever. Be skeptical. I'm not worried, but I am skeptical. For updates, for comments, for links related to this topic and more, visit askleo.com/173532. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.